I had a great question come into my inbox the other day, and it's actually highly specific. So if you see the title of this video and it applies and relates to you, awesome. Keep watching, keep listening. So this is specifically for those of you who are yoga teachers or wellness coaches, and you currently have a WordPress website and you're considering shifting over to OfferingTree. So I'm not talking about Squarespace or Wix or other platforms, although some of these tips might apply. What I'm specifically talking about is WordPress to OfferingTree, and if you should keep both websites or switch to one or the other only as a platform. Would it make sense to have two websites? Why would you? Why you shouldn't? All of that, okay? So I actually have two websites, so I do use both of them. It is my main WordPress website, ashesyoga.com. And then my OfferingTree website is ashesyoga.offeringtree.com. I could have a unique URL attached to my OfferingTree site. Just know that. I can have it be anything I want it to be, but just for the sake of demonstration, I've kept it at ashesyoga.offeringtree.com. So you have that OfferingTree in there initially, but at any time I can have a custom domain made, okay? So it's not right or wrong if you want to have two or one or the other, but I'm going to give you some reasons why I'm using both of them rather than just simply using one or the other or transitioning all the way fully to OfferingTree. Now, if you go to offeringtree.com or offeringtree.com/ashes, which is my referral link for a discount, you'll see a part at the top that says watch a demo. And you'll actually see me in the demo videos sharing the greatness that is OfferingTree. I absolutely love it. And yet I have not transitioned my entire business over to OfferingTree. And I'm going to give you the reasons why. Okay? All right. So OfferingTree is not just a website hosting platform. Here's the difference. OfferingTree is like the business systems. You've got scheduling, you've got booking, you've got one-on-one appointments, you've got course hosting, you can run challenges, you can do event series, you can send emails, you can collect emails, you can do so much within it. So it's a full all-in-one platform that has all the business capabilities. It can take payments, it can register your clients for events, all sorts of things. WordPress is simply a website software, if you will, that allows you to put information on a web page in a very customizable way. So you'd have to search for third-party tools to get the scheduling, the booking, the emails, all the things. So WordPress does not have those capabilities. WordPress is just the website software that's in the back end that's running your website. Okay, so it's not that all-in-one. And you might be attracted to more of a simple all-in-one where OfferingTree could be great. So there is some difference. However, let's get into the 10 reasons why I have not fully merged over to OfferingTree and why I continue to use my WordPress website. Again, these may or may not apply to you. The first thing is I like control. I like to be in control. I like to have control. And with a WordPress website, I have complete control over my domain name, my host site, my emails, the back end, all the systems and the things. Now, it took me a long time to figure out though, but I do have control over whatever I want to do with that website. And I like to hold on to that. So that's one of the reasons why I really do like the WordPress, my WordPress website, is because I have control over it. I know the ins and outs. I can figure it out. I can problem solve. I'm not stuck to any one font or colors. I'm not stuck on anything. I can completely customize it. And for those of you who are non-designers, that's maybe not an attractive quality because it's confusing. It can be a lot to manage. Coming from my background of graphic communications and marketing, I actually really enjoy figuring out these kind of intricate details. So along with that, the second reason I'm staying with my WordPress website as my main site is that I have control also over the domain name, ashesyoga.com. It's actually AshleyRoseHagen.com. It's my full name. I have multiple domain names. I have a host website where my website's hosted through a host. Like I have to pay for that. And I can create unique email addresses, multiple unique email addresses through my domain name, through the host site. So ashesyoga or Ashley at ashesyoga.com is an email address. I have support at ashesyoga.com. info@ashesyoga.com, members@ashesyoga.com. So I'm able to have control over how many email addresses I want, over what my domain name is, where it redirects, all this kind of stuff, right? So if I wanted to change anything, I could, because I've got the control. So the first two are just more so because I am able to control everything about it. I'm able to change things easily, and I can customize it from the design to the template to the fonts to the colors. Everything is unique. But when you're starting with a blank slate, that can be a lot. For me, I loved it. Okay, so those are the first two reasons. With the email address, with OfferingTree, unless you are on the Studio plan, so there's Essentials, Pro, Studio Lite, and like Studio Pro maybe, unless you're at least on Studio Lite, you don't get a custom domain name. Or email address, sorry. You don't get a custom email address with the domain name. Anyone can get a custom domain name. That's your website title at the top that you type in, the .com or the .whatever. But you can't get an email address unless you're on the Studio plan. So just something to note there. The third reason why I'm sticking with WordPress as my main website is there's a bit of emotional attachment, because I spent years figuring this out. I've had my website for over 10 years, and it took me a lot of energy and effort to figure out how it all worked. And I finally did, and it feels like I've overcome such a large hurdle that I'm kind of emotionally attached to the fact that I have this thing that I built many years ago. Would I start there right now? I don't know. Probably not. But I've had it for so long, and it's been through many iterations. I'm able to fully revamp it if I wanted to. And I've done that many times. So because I've had this website for so long, number 4 would be that it is the long-term SEO, search engine optimization, is still ranking my website that I've had for so long more at the top of Google searches. If you were to look for me, my WordPress website would come up. Whereas my OfferingTree website is still new-ish. It's not as updated. It's not as old. So my WordPress site comes up more, and I want to be found in search, and I want to rank higher. So of course it makes sense, right? So number 5 then is it's not really expensive to maintain. To be honest, it doesn't cost that much to maintain a WordPress website. In fact, I have multiple WordPress websites. So what I do is I pay for hosting, a host site, which is about $100 a year. And then I can have as many websites as I want built on that host site. Maybe there's a limit, but like I haven't met it, and I've built about 4 or 5 websites. So I had my studio website, I had my Ashes Yoga website, I built one for a friend. I've done some other hosting through my host site, so I have multiple websites through that host for $100 a year. And then each domain name right away, I think is like $7 to $10 for the first year, and then it's $20 a year after that. So for just my website, it's $100 for hosting and $20 for the domain name. So $120 a year. Sometimes you can even find it for less than that. It's not that bad. Initially, I did also have to purchase the theme that I wanted, which was Divi, D-I-V-I, from Elegant Themes. They have tons of templates out there, but it was a lifetime access purchase for $289, which I've paid for. So it's not an ongoing payment. So I've already paid for that. It's good to go. And nowadays it doesn't cost that much for me to maintain that website. So holding on to it, not too expensive. And then the 6th reason, and this is more of a specific reason I love my WordPress website, is there's a specific plugin, so a helpful tool within WordPress that I just love. And it's the Pretty Links plugin. And Pretty Links makes it so that you can create a link, or like a long tail link, a little like ashesyoga.com/ whatever you want in it, and you can redirect it to anywhere in the world onto a website. So for example, I have ashesyoga.com/ YouTube goes to my YouTube channel. ashesyoga.com/ YFS used to go to a program that I was an affiliate for, and it's Yogi Flight School. So it used to go to a program I was an affiliate for, and then I could change the link, but everyone would still go to ashesyoga.com/ YFS. And when the link changed on the back end, I could change it. And here's another example. When my membership opens, I tell people to go to ashesyoga.com/ membership. and it redirects to a sales page off my website. But when the membership is closed, I change it so it redirects to the waitlist page. See? It's pretty great, huh? So you can direct any kind of link, yourwebsite.com/ whatever you want, some kind of shortcut. So it creates a shortcut link. And I love it. So I have shortcut links to a lot of affiliate programs, affiliate products, to specific links that are just really long. Like if someone asks me to provide a form for feedback or testimonials, I have one that's ashesyoga.com/feedback form. And it goes to a Google form that has those, like, I can't remember all those, tappy things, like Google / ABCDFG, whatever it is. I don't know. So I just say, sure, ashesyoga.com/feedback form, and it redirects. Now, I do make sure to tell people that it is a redirect link. It is not my website. So I often will say, here's a link that's a redirect link to the login page or to this affiliate program or this type of thing. So even like OfferingTree, my affiliate link is offeringtree.com/ashes, but you can also go to ashesyoga.com/offeringtree and it will redirect to my partner link. Okay, anyway, that was a long explanation, but I really, really like the plugin Pretty Links and I want to continue to use it. OfferingTree does not have things like that. You can't do that. So it doesn't have those like other little plugins or widgets or things that might be helpful. They're not required. They're not going to like make or break your business, but it's just those tiny little helpful tools that I'm willing to pay for. And then the 7th reason is on a WordPress website, because it's highly customizable, I can create my own custom sales pages and get rid of the top menu bar at the top. So it's just looks like a blank page that's just an opt-in or like one button on it. So it looks fully like a sales page. And I really like that option. OfferingTree doesn't give you the option to eliminate the menu bar at the top. So if you do build a landing page, you're also going to have the menu of like your schedule and pricing and whatever else is at the top. So it doesn't give you that full customizable options with the pages. Again, not going to make or break your business, really. Like OfferingTree could be everything that you need. It's just these tiny little details that are keeping me wanting to use my WordPress site. And by the way, I still use OfferingTree within my WordPress site. So even if I never use my OfferingTree site at all, I would still be paying for OfferingTree to have it on my WordPress website. If you look at my site, the schedule is there, the ability to book one-on-one coaching sessions is there, all that runs through OfferingTree. And it's at no extra cost to me to also have my OfferingTree website anyway, right? So why not have two? And I'll get to why the two websites don't really matter. They work together. And the 8th reason after the landing pages reason, the 8th reason is third-party tools and integrations. So with WordPress, because you can customize everything, which is both good and not good, I can use a lot of tools within my WordPress site that are maybe a little more confusing or not you're not able to use within OfferingTree. I do have a video though that teaches you how to integrate ConvertKit, email list building, forms, and things onto OfferingTree, which is possible. I do the same thing on my WordPress website, so it is possible. You just have to learn a little bit about it. But I use a lot of third-party tools and different integrations and plugins and things like that are not available through the OfferingTree site. This is like analytics and tracking, and yes, you can do it on either site. It's just I'm used to WordPress, so that's a big thing. All right, the 9th reason I like my WordPress website, and we're almost there, 9th reason is because I can upload and share files through my WordPress site. So you can upload media like PDFs or images or things that people can download. So I use it as a file sharing area. There's ways to do this in OfferingTree too. You can create like free store items, which then you can put in a PDF that people can download. It's not as easy to just one click and share. So from my WordPress site, I can upload a media and just grab the link and then it opens up like from my website. So instead of using Dropbox or Google Drive, I can just do it directly from my WordPress website. And I'm going to say this once again, that feature does not make or break a business. You can use Google Drive. You can use Dropbox or some other cloud hosting, storage, sharing platform. But because I have the WordPress site, why not use it for what I can? And what I like about sharing my media directly through WordPress is when I do that, it's more clicks to my website. It's still directing people to my website, just the media that's on it. So it's better for search engine optimization. More clicks, more views, more higher rankings in the algorithm. All right. And the last reason why I have both of these websites, and I primarily use my WordPress site while I also use OfferingTree, is that my website is not the be-all end-all for my programs and my courses and all the sales that I make. Instead, it's really just the gateway to my programs, which are hosted elsewhere. So if you go and buy one of my programs, you're probably going to be directed to a sales page that is through Thrivecart. It's not through my website. And then you're going to be directed to my Teachable platform, which is not on my website. So my website acts as this gateway that funnels people into the sales or to watch a webinar or to sign up for something, but it doesn't have to be the end place that people land. So whether you land on my OfferingTree website, you will see links to my webinars. You'll see links to sign up for classes. You're going to see a link to make a purchase of a specific course, or that's also on my WordPress website. You're also going to see links to do that, and it takes you off of my website and into the third-party tools that I use. So if my courses and everything were hosted through WordPress completely, maybe I'd have a different feel about this. But because my courses are on Teachable, I use Thrivecart as my sales pages. I've been doing this for years. The system just works for me. It's fine. It's great. That's what I'm sticking with. So if you don't have all of these things you're already doing, like you're not using all these other systems that I'm using, sure, go ahead. Use OfferingTree as your main website because there's so much functionality with it and it's very simple. It's simple but powerful. If you already have a site, all you're doing then is integrating the OfferingTree software, widgets, platform. I don't even know what words to say. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what to ask or how to say it. You're taking the OfferingTree components like the schedule, the one-on-one appointment booking, the courses, the store items. You can take all of those and place them onto your WordPress site if you want to keep the WordPress site. And then you can also have a login button that takes people to their courses, which would be hosted on OfferingTree. So maybe your OfferingTree system and site is more of a back-end, members only, clients and students only type of platform, and you're embedding it into your WordPress site, or you can use it as two websites, like totally fine. So anyway, whether you land on my WordPress website or my OfferingTree website, it's all good. Either one's going to take you to ways to work with me and join my classes. I do keep up to date with both of them. I am more in the back end of my OfferingTree site because more of my schedule and things change over there, where my WordPress will just update based on the things that change in OfferingTree. So WordPress is not as updated. It's there as a great place to land. I can have a blog on either one of them if I wanted to start a blog. In fact, I do. I have blog posts on both. I don't promote the blog, but I do use the blog post feature on both of them for a variety of reasons. And honestly, it's been fine. It's worked for me. I haven't had any confusion or struggle because both of my sites are branded very similarly. So they're branded similarly and they also point towards each other. So I think I mentioned on the bottom of my OfferingTree site, if you're looking for my main website, click here and it takes you there. And then on my WordPress site, if you're looking for my schedule or for something else, it will take you over to my OfferingTree site. So not a big deal. And I know that a lot of you don't want to handle multiple websites, which is why this is my experience, but it's not going to be the experience for the vast majority who maybe are not as ingrained in using WordPress or have not been with a website for many, many years. So in that regard, I do think switching over to OfferingTree could be a very great option. All right, that's what I'm sharing with you today. I hope that was helpful. 20 minutes of talking about why I use both WordPress and OfferingTree, and maybe giving you things to think about if and when you'd like to switch, use both, or none at all, you know? It's always good to do a little bit of research, and I hope I provided some good, valuable insight and questions for you. If you want to work with me on working on that OfferingTree website, make sure you check out my webinars, which are at ashesyoga.com. You can see actually either of my websites. You'll see links to joining one of my free trainings, which talks either about building a business or it's on how to improve your website. So you can head to ashesyoga.com or reach out to me at ashesyoga on any of the platforms, and I'm happy to direct you to some resources that can best help you. Or I might just make a video on the question you've asked me, just like I'm doing here. I got a question, I'm answering in the long form answer, and hopefully this will help guide you as well. All right, thanks for watching.